No more bad government in Nigeria. Nigeria Watch, the only media that have been consistent speaking against bad government and for the purpose for reformers. Nigeria Watch, yo. No more bad government. Nigeria Watch. No more bad government. Nigeria Watch. No more bad government. The only media that have been speaking. No more bad government. The voice of the voiceless. No more bad government. No more bad government. Nigeria Watch. No more bad government. For the poor. No more bad government. Nigeria Watch. No more bad government. Nigeria Watch media. No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. In Nigeria. No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. The only media. No more bad government. The number one media in Nigeria. No more bad government. That have been speaking against government. No more bad government. Nigeria Watch. No more bad government. Nigeria Watch, yo. The voice of the voiceless. The voice of the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Nigeria Watch media. Voice for the voiceless. Nigeria Watch media. The only media that have been speaking against bad government. Being consistency since 1944. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless.
Federal government is the sole shareholder of the NNPC, so it can do as it pleases. And President Tinubu is totally spot on. And despite the fact that people try to wriggle themselves and force this NNPC retention in the PIA, does not make it right. So President Tinubu, on this, kudos to you. And for people that are arguing, where will NNPC get the funds to work with despite this? No! They still have 20% of the working capital funds, the profit from working capital there with them. They can use that to manage themselves. So on this, President Tinubu, you have done well. When you do well, I will say you have done well. On this, kudos to you. But what I would just say is, now that you are getting all this money to the federation account, you must be able to account for it too. It's not the one that you will not release money for budgets. It's not the one that Ministry of Health will have over 200 billion for capital expenditure. It's only 36 million you release it. And at the same time, you can release 500 million for some strategic communications in some people that are doing media spin for you. Or you can spend 150 million on an event, on health initiative, when you only release 36 million for, what is it called? For the CAPEX spending in the Ministry of Health. So it's not that when the money comes to the federation account, we will not judiciously use it to service budgets. But on this, you are correct. Now, let me hit you hard, President Tinubu. This is an aberration to democracy. A president signed a bill in less than 24 hours. Did he go through the Attorney General? Did they read it? What bill did they even sign? You see, these are the questions, and that's why I'm sorry, we have a good as dead opposition in this country. If we had an opposition that is thriving, by this morning, they should be the one running around filing court cases. I think this opposition should go and even learn how to do opposition from the APC, because they don't look ready and organized to me. Who looked at the bill? Who vetted the bill? Did the president himself read the bill that he signed into law? Or they just rushed it for him? And that's why I knew this was going to happen. That's why I was daring you yesterday that if he doesn't, I will dance Kelewu. Have they gone through the prideful process? What did they harmonize? What is even in the bill as we speak today? What was signed? Because this is the same country, Ayo, that we've had discrepancies between what was signed and what was gazetted. Till today, the National Assembly, this same rubber stamp National Assembly, cannot account for the tax bill. They set up a committee since December. It's only if the committee will bring out their report tomorrow as regards the contradiction of what was gazetted or not gazetted. That's when we will know. The National Assembly is not serious. They are not serious. I don't consider them as serious. I don't consider them as representing the interests of people. They are rubber stamp. National Assembly that sings on your mandate, we shall stand. I'm sure they were singing it to President Tinubu. On your mandate, we shall stand, Jagava. Is that on National Assembly? The last time we had National Assembly in recent time, probably maybe under Bukola Saraki. So we have not gone through all of that. Till today, are you sure INEC has even seen what the National Assembly passed? The INEC that is going to use the law. What we should focus on now is to look at the guidelines. What will account for the provisions around having no network? What will warrant an incident form? We don't know all of those things in the guidelines. The INEC presiding officer can still send the election results. Can we account for timestamp in the guidelines so that even if there's no network there, they can still send the results? President Tinubu is talking about glitch. He's talking about trust, talking about transparency in a law that does not account for the people, that does not respect the views of people, that they are calling noise. Isn't that hypocritical? We already know that they are going to be shenanigans in this 2027 election. He's talking about glitch that only happened in the presidential election that favored him, that INEC has not been able to talk about till today. It's not only in the presidential election the technical glitch happened. Did it happen in the Senate and the House of Rep election that happened on that same day? So let's stop deceiving ourselves. Let's stop being hypocritical. Let's call a spade around this country about the shenanigans that have happened. That's why we should weep for this country. And you know what hurts me the most? It's only people like us that are talking here. We don't have opposition. If we had opposition, they would have been filing court cases even about the procedures.
All right. I agree that the opposition parties have a role to play, but I do believe also that this environment, this atmosphere has been very intolerant and not conducive for even the opposition to thrive. And that's why we continue to speak about an opposition, a viable opposition in a democracy that must work. It almost seems as if they've been gagged under this administration, and that doesn't speak very well for democracy to thrive in Nigeria. But let me speak about now that the president has assented to the Electoral Amendment Bill Now Act of 2026. What are some of the things that we should look at? Because whether we like it or not, and I'm glad that when we were speaking to Barrister Mike Igini yesterday, we were like, it's already been, the deed has been done. How do we then work forward from this? We have criticized the process. It's sad that despite the rising up of Nigerians, the public outcry, the civil society organizations, the Nigerians who were bold enough to come out and, great standing Nigerians to come out, we had Dr. Obiozeko Silly, we've had Professor Patu Tomi, we've had Mr. Olisa Gbakoba, a number of people come out to speak strongly, and the opposition parties against this particular bill, but nevertheless, it has been passed. So how do we move forward? How do we make it work? Because at the end of the day, we have the soul of a nation to save. This is the democracy that we have currently, and one way or the other, we have to be able to see how within the imperfect structure or system that some might describe it as, something has to happen. So what are some of the things I'll highlight this morning? Number one is that INEC must rise up. All eyes on INEC. Yes, there's a trust deficit between the people and INEC based on precedents, based on previous election cycles, based on the fact that till today, despite the cries and the calls for a report on the technical glitch or what happened, whether INEC or the people have not been able to give an explanation to the satisfaction of the Nigerian people. But we are still hopeful that INEC could do right by the Nigerian people by executing and prosecuting a free, fair and credible election. They now have the legislative framework to work with. Despite the limits of the framework, what has been said, the intent of the lawmakers, as you heard the Senate President say, is that, they've made provisions for transmission of results, only providing that there's network coverage. So can INEC give the people an opportunity to decide who they want as leaders in the next election? We don't want to see a complicity between INEC and the government, because INEC is supposed to be independent. So can they ensure that they have, within the remit of this law, the opportunity to deliver the best election a Nigerian has seen under the post-military rule in the new democratic dispensation from 1999? Can we trust INEC on that level? Professor Josh Amupkito has come out to say that the FCT council elections this weekend will be free of vote buying. Now, some people said during the last elections that happened that the Anambra elections that he didn't have enough time. So this perhaps is the first true test as leader of INEC, having had enough time to settle into the job job and see how we can actually have elections run. So this election this weekend is quite critical. It's important. Let's see to what extent they will transmit results or send results to the portal. Let's see to what extent he would back this tough stance on vote buying. Let's see to what extent they will prosecute criminals who are seen to flout some of the provisions of the law. So all eyes on INEC on this one. Can INEC do the job? We looked at the judiciary. Unfortunately, many people feel like Barrister Mike Guinea spoke about that yesterday, that they failed the people. We look to the legislature. A number of people feel like they failed the people. We look to the executive. He assented. A number of people feel like they failed the people. Can we now look to INEC? Well, let's see what happens in the or in the short term. The critical point made by Barrister Mike Guinea yesterday about the protection of INEC presiding officers at the polling booths. That based on the disgruntled nature of the fact that people feel that there might be now these glitches that would happen, or network connectivity now disappears on the day, that the people might want to take laws into their own hands, and that the protection of these officers, who are many of them are NYSC young Nigerians, that we ensure that we protect them from any crowd rising up against them. I think this is quite critical. We do not want to see loss of lives or people being targeted as a result of election cycles. So that's another area that we shouldn't miss out. Let us see how we can strengthen the process to ensure that our young Nigerians that we send out to different parts of the country to preside over election polls will be protected. The final point is that I expect that rather than give excuses, we are able to, within the time frame between now and the next election cycle, improve infrastructure to ensure that network coverage is actually better, that can serve the people. Yes, we have the data on ground that about 98% coverage, 2G at least network across the country. Can we see that work? I mean, I was quite taken aback to see the president talk about, technology not replacing people. Technology is not supposed to replace human beings. It's supposed to enhance the work of human beings. It's supposed to enhance and make the process more transparent and more viable. So what we are asking for is within the time frame, rather than give excuses. When he came into government, he had talked about the strengthening of the network areas, coverage areas. Can we see that work being done? Because what we don't want come election, now looking like January 2027, are excuses. We have seen the provisions of the law. We have seen the limitations of the law. We have heard the agitations of the people. All hope is not lost. We keep hope alive because at the end of the day, Nigeria must survive. What we want to see is that in this lifetime, Nigeria would be able to have free, fair, and credible elections. It has happened before. It can happen again if we have we have the political will to prosecute that. So I ask the question again, and I echo actually the question I was asked by President Dr. Abati earlier on. Will this administration be willing to leave a legacy in its final term of free, fair, and credible election? Nigerians are looking up to you.
Celebrate their commitment to their roles as opposition lawmakers. The list includes Enyinaya Abaribe, Abdul Ningi, Aminu Tambuwal, Ireti Kingibe, Seriake Dixon, Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan, Onawo Ogwoshi, Tony Nwoye, Victor Uma, Ibrahim Dankwambo, Austin Akobundu, Khaled Mustafa, Sikayo Yaro, Emmanuel Nwachukwu, Peter Jia. Those are the 15. However, the ranker in the National Assembly reminded many of how things went down when the same process held in 2021-2022, when Senator Abaribe yet again insisted that Nigerians deserve to know who voted for what.
Mr. President, I still insist. We want Nigerians to know who has voted or not.
All right, so Rufai, I'll start with you. There's so many conversations here. Yeah. On one hand, people are saying that, well, at the end of the day, opposition politics is tough because you simply don't have the numbers. But, there'd been a concern about moving into being a one-party state. And the opposition in this instance were able to show up and make their own contribution. But is it really enough? But What needs to happen? Are you satisfied?
No. See, so this is not a talk about. Please remove the whole back. I beg you. There's a good. So this is not a talk about whole. I won't say whole back. This is not a talk about opposition politics, Vimbai. You know what happened? With all the numbers and APC majority in the House of Rep, mandatory transmission was passed as of December last year. What probably happened was that some dealings went on at the back. Then once the Senate got a deal, they passed it, they just railroaded others. Because in the first place, after you had passed something, why was there a need to rescind it? And see how the vote for rescinding what they passed was done. When even the speaker said, when he said, do you want this bill to go? And the people say, nay. He said the highs have it. So there was no transparency in that process. And that's why I'm asking for litigation. Because if you can prove empirically that the process was flawed, there should be a level of litigation. I mean, even despite procedural matters. So it's not a case. It's what some people wanted. And today we can trace it back to the president because he was so quick to sign it. So he didn't go through procedures too. He didn't take it to the Attorney General. Till today, we are not sure INEC has seen it. Okay, INEC is going to use the law for elections, FCT elections. On Saturday, they've not seen the law. They've not written guidelines. So you can see how hastily, for a matter like this, you will have allowed it to settle and breathe. You will have gotten second opinion. You will have been circumspect about it. That's what we expected the president to do. But you quickly signed it. And that's why you see, the president, here is argument. He couldn't make better arguments even about the law itself. Because for all the arguments he was saying that we don't want to disenfranchise people, the argument does not hold water. Empirically, the NCC, and by not me, a government institution, had demonstrated that it was possible with INEC since 2022-2023. They said 2G, 3G, and 5G network, you have close to over 97%. Look at Osaze Uzi coming here. That was what INEC said. And it was based on that pretext they decided to go on with this law. They even went further to say that they had demonstrated it in other previous elections. And it's not today they have been pushing for it. Look at what Mikey Guinea said yesterday. And let me also now nullify the argument of the president because it doesn't hold water. It was the same APC and the president that were asking, I think it was Lai Mohammed in that report in 2013, that were asking for electronic voting. So it's not a case of opposition, Vimbai. It's a case of selfishness. And they are not confident of winning. They are not confident of winning. You see, the reason why they do it is because they are not confident. If they were confident, they will pass what the people want and wait for the president to pan up. But you see, despite the fact that they have 30 governors, they have all the lawmakers with them, they are still scared of winning because they don't trust the work they have done. How the Nigerian people will assess them. So they are not confident in the fact that they've divided the amount of democracy. Okay, take for instance, if they think they are confident, please, I beg you, just give me, let me express. Sure. If they think they are confident, the same person that made a promise that said, if I don't give you electricity, do not vote me in. He's the same person that's announced that where he lives, Aston Rock now, is going to solar. They are going off the power grid. Is that a man confident in his abilities?
Okay. Well,
look at the same government that said, okay, we'll fix everything. We remove subsidies so that because we have to get money. Just 36 million was expended on the Ministry of Health. Now they are giving a funny explanation that doesn't hold water. With that one, they're trying to spin propaganda that doesn't know his left from his right.
We'll get into
you
that.
think that after you accepted
that
36 million, does it nullify that the same government that spent only 36 million on health spent 150 million to do an event?
Can I ask you to hold your fire because we are going to take that story a little bit later today. But Ayo, also looking at it retrospectively, some people are saying 9th Assembly versus 10th Assembly, comparing, is it apples and oranges? Especially given that we've seen some of the footage from what happened, 2021, 2022. It was also a lot of rancor, but definitely.
Then Bola Tinubu don't pack quickly sign bill where Akpabio passed yesterday. Under how many hours when I don't sign Electoral Act bill into law? Tinubu, why are you running? APC federal affliction, why are you running? Waiting they pursue una. The best form of campaign is good leadership. If you do well for the people, you don't need all this mischief. So when they do a wuru to quickly sign a bill that you believe can impose on Nigerians incompetent and incapacitated leadership, we say you lie. You are deceiving yourselves, APC federal affliction, because Oriburuku Leshe. This bill, whether they sign them into law, it will be amended and must be amended. Any other part of the bill when Nigerians accept can stay. The clause on mandatory real-time transmission of result must be amended to not have a proviso. That part where when I don't go put the Kelleg, say that where there is no network, they can use from EC8A form to go back to your manual coalition of result. We reject it. The gods reject it. The people reject it. Because that is when a shrine of electoral malpractice. That is your caveat for election rigging and manipulation. Nigerians say no. Nigerians make una no panic, because as it is right now, it is time for Nigerians to mobilize. The Electoral Act Amendment Bill, be the new act where una don't sign, must go back to the National Assembly for amendment of that section 60, because Nigerians do not need provisions that will empower criminals to rig elections. Nigerians, make nobody panic. All the confusion you are seeing with all this run around where they do to do backdoor passage of a bill was all part of the plan. They dance where Akpabio, they dance for Senate, the people where they play drum for the day presidential villa. INEC is not neutral, because Joash Amukwiton will be worse than Mahmoud Yakubu. Everything you see Akpabio and the House leadership play for National Assembly is a script perfectly written by the presidential villa and directed by President Bola Tinubu for the Senate and House of Reps to act out. But as it is today, Nigerians is opportunity to mobilize. The same weapon where they want use to kill you, you must use it to liberate yourself and send criminals out of power. APC, Nigerians reject any bill that has a clause that is going to empower people to rig election. So as it be now, this is not a time to become discouraged or say they don't rig and they don't do this. We have not reached the end of Electoral Act Amendment Bill. No, President Tinubu, we want mandatory real-time electronic technology for transmission of result to be compulsory, and it must be justiciable. Any network where I say when I no get to Oriburuku Leshe, the 200 billion where INEC say they want use for electronic technology, waiting happen. Do they want to go to space? Do they want to go to the moon to go and get satellites? Oriburuku Leshe INEC, Oriburuku Leshe National Assembly, Oriburuku Leshe Presidency. Nigerians, this is a time for all Nigerians to mobilize, because if you allow this assault on democracy to stay, then we can foreclose Nigeria as a country. It then means we want to fully hand over Nigeria to a handful of criminals to decide our collective destinies. President Tinubu and National Assembly, it is not too late to do the right thing. You are going to repeal that bill, re-amend the section that Nigerians are demanding. Mandatory real-time electronic transmission of results without proviso, without any shenanigans. Nigerians, shine your eye. Now express we dey. Continue. Congratulations on running to sign a bill. The only bill when I don't fit sign, wait, fast pass this one. Now when Tinubu want to borrow money from OPE to claim money points, but this one when I don't break Guinness World Record, less than how many hours? Because you rely on mischief, you rely on loopholes. Why are you running? Now when I get governor, get senator, judiciary, INEC, township boys, a city or Losho, everybody called city, everything, yet you are afraid of one single clause, mandatory real-time electronic transmission of result. We say na lie. On this mandate of mandatory transmission electronic, we stand. And Nigerians must get the right thing. Our votes must count, because 2027, nobody will steal our mandate again. The people reject you, the gods reject you. You are amongst leaders most miserable. Nigeria.
Election, we are going to be very emotional about it. Nobody can tell me that will not to be emotional. I will, because I am at the receiving end of the misrule of APC, and most especially under Bola Ahmed Tinubu. This is a direct message to those who claim to be a millionaire or a billionaire, wearing the demonic cap of Jagaban. Especially those that are claiming to be into the city boy movement or launching a campaign in whatever name or you call it. If you are a billionaire or a millionaire, because you can afford to take your children abroad, and you did so, your kids and family are not here in Nigeria. Maybe you as a billionaire, you stay and you go visit them. But you've taken your kids and wife out of Nigeria because you feel Nigeria is not conducive enough for them, it's not safe, and maybe the environment it requires to give your kids the kind of future they deserve is not here. You take them away to where they can have it. But you are here campaigning for Tinubu 2027. Those children are already useless before you. You won't even live to reap the fruit of your labor on those children. It will never happen. You will, what should I? In fact, it shall never be well with you. You take your kids away from Nigeria because the system is bad. But you are here supporting that system without bringing your kids back to be in it. You will just see your end will be miserable. See, let me rephrase this in pidgin. See, you say you get money, you be big man, you be big boy. And you not say Nigeria not clear, the way it is so no level. And you want the best of life for your children. You can't carry your wife and you're picking them. Go Bodo, you go keep them for there. But you dey Nigeria, they wear Tinubu cap, they campaign for Tinubu 2027. When you know say Nigeria under Tinubu, not good for your children. But you they campaign for the Tinubu, make it continue like that. If I say when those children die for your eye, they'll say I'm wicked. But give me reason why they not go die for your eye, or God. I'm not just care who this thing affect. Now my face I tell you do the video, so find me if you can. If you cannot be enemy of Nigeria, make we not give them to you, woto. You be wish, and I will fire you. You know Nigeria is not working. That's why you will not allow your kids to be around. But you are saying that that same system that is not working is what you will support. See, your end will be miserable. I think that's just the message. So does you that lives abroad, and from there you are supporting APC. Without coming home to come and base here to enjoy the APC government with us, it is your corpse that will be flown back to Nigeria.
Thank our royal father from the eastern part of Nigeria for looking our president in the eye and demand for Nnamdi release from Sokoto prison. Thank you so much. Last week, all of you are bashing me. So you generalize. I am here to say sorry for generalizing that all Igbos are cash and carry. Some, not all. I take it back with all due respect. And I'm thanking our royal father for looking at the president in the eye and say, if Igbowo can be free, then Sunday too should be, Nnamdi too should be free.
Yes.
Now the game is balanced. They use what they have, the Yorubas, the Kabesis, they use what they have to talk to the president, and they cleared Igbowo. Now the royal fathers from the east too are now coming together and saying, release our own brother too. So the conference and the working relationship can be sweet together. Thank you, Baba. Thank you, our royal father. Yes, Igwe, God bless you, sir.
God bless her.
God bless you so much. And all the Igbos that are offended last week by my videos about the Igbos, cash and carry is not all. Few are cash and carry. And now our royal fathers are now correcting it by demanding for our brother release.
Yes.
So I'm now happy. Can see my video is helping, is waking others up. God bless Nigeria. Today, the Muslims will be fasting. Christians will be fasting Lent. They use religion to divide us. But the universe brought this fasting this year to the same day, to the same time. All we need in our country is not so much religion. All we need is love and unity to move ahead, to change our country, to demand for our rights and to demand from our leaders to make our leaders accountable. All we need is love. The Muslims are fasting. The Christians are fasting. Universe has brought us together to fast at the same time. Let us use this fasting to reflect on the whole country, on how we want to go going forward.
And welcome. My name is Magnus Oraka. This is Woto TV. You know, I was just browsing through TikTok and I saw a video where Pastor Adeboye said that mockers will unfortunately, and he took time to clarify that the word unfortunately, he added it to it, that mockers will unfortunately not see the end of this year. So I am like asking the question, is God really speaking to Adeboye? Because a lot of his members actually believe, I mean literally believe God speaks to him. And somehow, I don't know, the Adeboye himself actually hears voices. But the question is, what voices is he hearing? And which God is he really hearing from? Is it his own God? Because recently in Pentecostal churches, we have different gods. We have God of Adeboye, God of Oyedepo, God of Lazarus, God of different gods. But which God is he really listening to? Is it the same God that has a universal understanding, or his own God? So I'm trying to imagine a God that wants to take out millions of mockers on social media that mocks Adeboye because he said he saw somebody who used AI to superimpose him in an Arab appearance. In other words, signifying that he's more a Muslim than a Christian. Now I'm trying to imagine the God that speaks to him that, don't worry, mockers will not see another year. So with all the problems in Nigeria, that Christians are being unalived, churches are being burnt, Nigeria is being ravaged by myriads of terrorists. God didn't see that one. It's internet trolls that mock Adeboye that God saw and took time to speak to Adeboye that these mockers will not see the end of this year. I mean, just think, you know, one thing that the church has taken away is common sense. Pure common sense. The church has eroded. For me, I have lost respect for Adeboye long ago, because any pastor that allows, especially most of these pastors from the Southwest, any pastor that allows tribalism to dictate his choice of rationalization, that to me is not a pastor. Since Adeboye chose to involve himself in politics, one should have seen him equitably distributing his criticism or criticisms to all regime. But we all know how active he was during the Jonathan administration. And we can compare that to his involvement in the Buhari administration, because his member, Osibanjo, and, you know, were part of the church. In the days of Jonathan, he was actively involved, calling for protests. Now that things are bad, you are asking for prayers. Now one is asking why you didn't ask for prayers during Jonathan's time. Or is Jonathan's regime allergic to prayers? To be very, very candid, I know members of Redeemed Christian Church will not like this video, because you are told not to ask questions, you are told not to criticize a man of God. Touch not my anointed and do my prophet no harm. Even though that passage in the Bible is completely misrepresented. Touch not my prophet and do my prophet no harm does not include criticism. It means physically don't harm my pastor, don't harm my prophet, and do them no harm. It didn't say you shouldn't criticize them. It didn't say you should swallow any garbage they dish out to you. That's why God gave every man goodwill, free will. Now, finally, assuming God spoke to you, assuming God did speak to you, is it the same God that when Jesus Christ was being nailed on the cross, people were laughing at him? They chose his death above a convicted criminal. They wanted him dead and free a convicted criminal. What did Jesus Christ say? Lord, forgive them, for they know not what they do. Is it that same God that is telling you that mockers will not see the end of this year? Tell me something I don't know. My brother, I don't think whatever voice you are listening to, whatever voice you are hearing, it's not the voice of God that I think I know. If God can preach forgiveness, can preach love, can preach the abundance of life, I don't think that same God will be telling you that mockers who mocked Adeboye, who are you? That people will die because they mock you. I don't think the living God that I serve spoke to you. My name is Magnus Oraka. Please follow this page and share.
All right, guys. That's all I have for you guys today. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you right there. Thanks for your time with us. Today is Thursday, 19th February 2026. Mother of all mommy diaspora, my lovely mother. Good evening to you, mommy. Thanks for all that you do. Thanks for being with us daily. Thanks for your encouragement, your prayers. And thank you very much, my brother Abu Aze. I appreciate you. Thanks for your consistency. I appreciate you always. Thank you very much, everyone right there. Madam Eugenia, Madam Peggy Modi, Madam Stella Masaredo, Mr. Johnson Emmanuel, Timmy Dibe, Eva Line, many more. Una plenty for there we come today. Love Maduka and many others. Jane, I can see you as well. At peace. Thank you. If I can see you, thank you very much. Shana, I can see you. Thank you, everyone right there. Do your part by pressing on the like, help us to share, press on the dollar sign if you can. Encourage what we do here every day. Remember, say no parties is paying us. The person way they pay us now. So whenever you want to hit on the dollar sign to encourage us, make not let them they paying you. It no matter if now $1, it encourages us to do more. We asking also makes us beggars. It means that we see these things and it pushes you to do more. Yes, our consistency is unmatched. You know that even though you don't like us, you don't like me, you don't like the media, you don't like my panelists, you don't like my callers or commenters, the truth is our consistency on this platform is unmatched. If we have to depend on how we get money on this platform to do the job we are doing, maybe we would have been coming out maybe once a month or once in 3 months. If we have to also look at it in a dimension where some of you are looking at it from, thinking that, oh, maybe the reason why they come out every day is making lots of money from it, then you have to also look it from that same dimension. How come more Nigerians are forbidden to make money? That's just it. Or rather, maybe to build a platform from scratch might be a problem for them. But what about Nigerians that already have a platform? Some of them have more bigger platform than me. How come they are not being consistent, talking about what is affecting you and I? Are they forbidding money as well? So that will bring you to proper judgment to know that when you are dedicated to what you're doing is different from doing things based on monetization. Yes, there's nothing wrong you getting gifted, supported for what you do, encouraging you for what you do, but the consistency based on patriotism, yes, that's what we demonstrate on this platform every day. I want to say, always encourage us. Don't hesitate. If you want to encourage us, you can set yourself to say, okay, I will give you this guy $1 every week or every day or every month. Be part of the blessing. Yes, there's no way I'll count my blessing today without not mentioning you a lot. Be part of it. Sometimes we do broadcast here a whole day. Same people. Look, I already got a super chat right now. I guess that 99% of the people listening to me right now or watching me are familiar with that name. Yes, that's why I said that the people that super chat me on this platform are same people. Yes, many of you know them. Even though me, I don't need to mention their names, but you know them. You know that they are same people. 99.9% of the people that support me financially on this platform are same people. What happened to the rest? It's just like 1% of the people watching me, or rather 0.5% of the people watching me are the ones supporting me. What happened to the remaining 99.5 that is watching? We have to do more better, because we in life, you can see now a protest happened the other day. Nigerians did not come out. In result of that, they have passed the bill. We are complaining, we are grumbling, but when it comes to encouraging each other to speak in one voice, we are not there. And the people that are speaking, we are not also there to encourage them. Rather, we call them out. In case you are part of the people that say, no, I don't give her my money, he offended me the other day. Don't worry. You give, you did not give, will not stop who God have blessed or who God have positioned to survive or succeed in life. Always have that in mind. It's good for you to be part of the blessing. But in case you don't want to be part of the blessing, does not mean the blessing will be stopped. Do you get that? So I want to encourage you guys, same way I want you to encourage me on this platform to do more for you by supporting us financially and otherwise. I noticed for the past couple of months now, people don't press on the like anymore. You know, maybe they expect me to beg, go on my knee to beg, press on the like. Because some of you, you know, education is a blessing, but some of you, you might not understand what the likes means. It means that my voice, Oga CM's voice, Mr. Jonathan's voice, and many, many more on here, Black Panther, give us a minute, others coming to the panel, their voices can go far. That's what it means. That's why education is very, very important in life, because it's a self-achievement. But on here, because of the hatred some of you have for us, maybe because we are supporting Peter Obi, you saw the comment that I showcased the other day, where somebody called me a foreigner from Edo State, because that is the reason why I'm supporting an Igbo man. Just imagine that kind of mentality. Some people believe that, oh, he's supporting Peter Obi, okay, he go suffer. But I want you guys to understand that currently, APC are buying everybody. Currently. You are lucky to have someone like me. Yes, I'm telling you, you might not understand it right now. You are very, very lucky to have someone like me. Go back and check. Some of them that were saying they'll be obedient, some of them were calling the obedient TV or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Immediately, Peter Obi was denied. Where are they today? Don't worry, you will see them again. No, it's only temporarily. You will see them again immediately, maybe 5 months to election, few months to election. You see they'll come out again. Many obedient TV will now full everywhere. And some of you will patronize these people more than we that have been there all this while. Listen, we don't allow the important ones in our lives to go based on selfishness. Yes, these satanic APC people are desperate. They are desperate to go extensively to take everybody out of social media to support them. That's why I said you should be celebrating you have someone like me, because I'm not the kind of person that will wake up tomorrow to come back here and start saying, actually, and not be blabbing. Always encourage us. Like I've said, if you can't support us financially, do your part by pressing on the like. I might not know you, I might not see your name, who click on the like or not, but God is seeing you that you press on the like. God is seeing you that you copy the link and you share it. There are some people here that are consistent with sharing. They are consistent with liking. And they are consistent in joining the panel or calling into the show. They are consistent on the comment section. And they are also consistent watching us as spectators here. Look what Mr. Jonathan said the other day. Mr. Jonathan said, coming to this platform because of the love you have for this platform, and he have a voice. He's a big voice. One of the big voices we have here on the panel. He said he was multitasking, doing here, doing there at the same time. The same thing with Oga CM. You will see Oga CM will be coming from work. He will be rushing home. That's why you see sometimes he come in late. And that's why you see me, myself, even though I'm tired, immediately Oga CM come, I like to give extensive meanings just because of him. In case you don't know, that you see I stay late is because of Oga CM. Why? They say, who did there for you? Now you go did there for. Yes, his voice is strong, and he comes in, and I know this man is on the road every day. He's still coming to come and put his voice here. That is what I put to Mr. Jonathan yesterday or the before yesterday. We all need to be encouraged. If you can't do this, then do that. That is how we can push ourselves. Don't allow these people to consume all the good people on social media to their side. Like I said, you are lucky to have me. Most of the hungry lions, all of them have moved. They don't care. As long as they can get money from these people to look after their family, then they are good to go. If you know you have genuine people in your life, hold them tight. It's not a good thing to continue to see same people. It's a good thing to me, but at least extend it. Let's see new faces, new people that if you know you are listening to me today, you've never ever supported us here on this platform financially. Why? Why? We see your comment all the time on the comment section. You should do that one day. Even though now $1, receive that prayers. Yes, receive the prayers from me, from my panelists, my mother, my admins, my commenters. Be part of the blessing. If you choose not to do it because Mr. Elvis will be rich, God have done that. It is too late to fail. We just want you to encourage us to do more for you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you right there. I appreciate you all. Thanks for your time with us. I just thought I should pass this. Once in a while, we do pass a message like this. I want to appreciate you, Madam Eugenia. Thank you very much. I'm very, very grateful, as usual, for all that you do. Michael Oganamaro, as you see, I'm mentioning these names, you're already used to them. You used to it. That's why I say same people. You know them. Like the way I mention their name, I sing their names every day, you know them. You understand? Michael Oganamaro, God bless you, sir. I'm grateful. Your pocket never run dry. They are part of my blessings. Yes, there's nothing to shy away from. They are part of it. They support me day in and out. They encourages me to do more for them. Let's encourage ourselves to do more here. If my voice is not here, the voices of my panelists are not here, or my callers, or even my commenters that are always, I have consistent commenters. You go see them there every day. They are there. You just want a better country. How do we have this better country? We need to come together. And as I'm saying, we are not together. Because for now, after they pass that satanic bill, Tinubu rush go sign that bill, there's supposed to be all the whole 36 states of the Federation supposed to be occupied by now. But where are the people? Nobody cares. Nobody cares. So the chances of we having a better country is slim in our time. It's very, very slim. I sound negative again, but that's it. That's how I feel. It's your duty, responsibility to let me know that no, it's not slim. It's very, very huge. We will get it. No, voila. I will keen to it, but my own beliefs still stand due to what I'm saying. These people are not doing what they are doing based on they just want to do it. They have already seen what we stands for. They don't weigh us. They know that our power is only on social media, yeah, and it ends there. We can't continue like this, my people. It's not working. 2027 is around the corner. I wonder how we are going to escape this. But if you ask me, it's very, very slim. The chances are slim. And remember, the person that is in power, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the same man who hates one-term tenure in any position, and you want to make him one-term president. With the way we are acting now, not that it's not possible, but with the way we are acting, protests going on everywhere in this country. Now they've passed the satanic, deceitful bill into law, and everywhere is silent and quiet. My people, it be as it gets. It be as it gets. I appreciate you all. Man, Stella Masevedo, thank you very much, man. I'm very, very grateful. May your pocket never run dry. Same people. I wish I can get just 2 persons today. God will touch your heart to say, I never give this platform money before. Make I do today. Just 2. Just put $1. Put on. Say, I never give this man money before. I never support this platform before. I want to do it now. One, two person way me never see before say don't give, or where my commenters never see before, put them there. But I don't know, it's difficult. It's difficult. If not church now the same will give offering, everybody will rush to give offering because it will not be pastor down and no. Look, I got another super chat now. Same person, same people, same name. Mother Peggy Modi. I'm very, very grateful, man. God bless you. Mother Peggy Modi, if you check almost everybody that super chatted me now, they are also a member of this platform. Look at their comment. That's where you know, you see their comment is different from yours. They have a tick to all their comments. They are not just giving, they are also giving. Do you understand that English? They are not just giving, but they are also giving. Try to be part of it. If you see my blessings tomorrow, you smile and say, yes, I'm part of this blessing. Mr. Elvis is smiling. Oh God, thank you. I'm part of it. You don't know. Eh? That is sometimes when I show you, that's why I say some of them can't use witches and wizard jealousy to enter inside. That make me come go silent. There are so many things that you'd be seeing to encourage you, not to brag, not to encourage you. After I showed my first mansion that time, jealousy can't enter inside. I can't use guru to scatter everything. Then I can't get advice from most of my consigns here. Say, no, don't do it again. Now I make me say, okay, no wala. Normally, should be smiling. Say, yes, I'm part of his blessings. How would you feel? Say, PC, give me 100 million tomorrow, I can't move. Eh? I say, okay. I'm going to tell you now, say, actually, how would you feel? How would you feel at the talk? Oh, don't ask me how me we feel. Because the people that are moving left and right, they don't care. They don't have a heart. They are heartless. So now only you they feel. Now God go punish you now. Yeah. You know, see the video where I played last just now. Down the talk say their children will die. Now lie, all those things not they work. The only thing we go work, we all come together and engage the street at the same time. All those causes they cause politicians, not they work. Or who they support them. Do you know they believe that who's supporting them? Those people supporting them, do you know they believe where they get? Say if Nigeria dabaru tomorrow, now all of us go say, let me eat the money today. Even though anything happen tomorrow, now all of us go affect, but let me benefit. Finished. But you have someone like me that you know for more than a decade, there is no single stain to my name, no single stain. You think someone like that is not worth celebrating? Eh? I dey run the con just now. I call my mama, mommy, I'm running late. You know, traffic everywhere. You think I'm just home? I'll just day house. They do what they do. I'm busy. If I day here, if I day Nigeria, if I day anywhere, I'm busy. If we still talk go to some area now still say, hey, now see why I know you want to support them. Hey, you get money, I don't want to support them. I show speed came to Nigeria the other day. It's just a petition YouTube now that the money they are paying him every month, he's not going to take it anymore. Do you know how much YouTube paying him every month? $800,000. That's about $1 million every month. I show speed say he not going to take again. He say it's too small for him because he's so consistent with his channel. It didn't end there. As he get money reach, he even make his earnings obvious to the people. If I show speed enter channel, enter live, see super chat go the poor say ready for. No, in case you want to look at it that way. Oh, Mr. Elvis get money. No. That make me they tell you now. Say there are lots of many people that have the money more than me. If they enter life, money they poor. That's organic love. Why be safe if you come to within the Nigeria space? Will they calculate? No, you don't already get money now. Make I do save my money, I take pursue him. This is not like that. Be part of the blessing. You know, I'm a very contented person. I don't complain. I don't do anything. But sometimes, the reason why YouTube puts $sign for them, not because they have connection with ethnicism or tribalism. They have connection with religionism or any kind of or nepotism or favoritism. They put it there for everybody. to use that sign there to encourage people that are on air. Even the people that are not going live, they also created another one called Super Thanks. If you watch their video, Super Thanks is there to click to support them. But some people say, no. You see this message why they pass through. So don't they verify. Some of them don't log out since, like, say, I don't understand. But let's move on. Thank you very much, Peggy Monday. I'm very, very grateful. God bless you, man. God bless you all for supporting me on this platform every day. If you can't support us financially, always click on the like button. Always share our videos. Like I speak now, let me tell you how many likes we don't get. I don't talk now for the past 7 years. Let me tell you, we have over 300 people watching us. We have 118 likes. Normally, is that good enough? More than 300 people watching us. We have 118 likes. Then what happened to the remaining almost 200 people? And they are listening to me. They are here. Are you telling me now that we have 90% enemies watching us, 10% lovers watching us? Is that what you are saying? See, I like us to move on. God bless you now. I appreciate you all. I'm grateful. But sometimes, if you don't say these things, people don't know. You have to continue to say it once in a while. Yes. Okay, the account number. Okay, let me put it on the screen now. I'll just do that. And thank you, Scholastica. That's your name, eh? Let me just put it on the screen. Now, God bless you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Then, I would like to come to Isaac Fayose. Isaac Fayose, I've succeeded. You know, say now some people did not understand what Isaac Fayose did. He deliberately generalized his statements. Not be by mistake, he deliberately. Somebody like supporting Peter Obi, you think he was insulting the Igbo? No, now. Without being told, you don't know that. He deliberately did it to trigger some to wake up. And after that, our papa speak directly to Tinubu. I tell you, someone can help me find out want to make our papa come here. I want to raise 2 million naira for him. You know, that's our king that spoke yesterday. I got see him promise, and I'm looking forward to more people that will help us. He's alive. Let's celebrate him. Many elders don't speak truth to power anymore. They don't speak anymore. They prefer to die with their satanism. Let's find a way to bring that our father here, even though it's for 1 minute, to raise money for him. I appreciate every one of you right there. Yes, I don't remove the account. You can screenshot it, just keep it, and always support us. And we'll come here to acknowledge you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you all once again. And God bless you now. I'd like us to start talking right now. For those of you that want to join us, a link was posted out earlier on. In case you need more, just put on the comment section, you need link, you can come in. And for those of you who try to come to this platform every time to tackle us or to attack us, no worry, no CC, no defeat enter panel again. Now the backstage now will destroy you on earth and in heaven. In case you guys don't know, my public people, for the past, in fact, since this beginning of this year, we've dealt with about 29 attackers, and I did not announce it. I don't announce it anymore because it doesn't worth it. Now backstage, now they deal with them. Some of them will come with our native names. Some of them will come with different kind of name. Some of them will on their camera. They will make the background a little bit darker so that you can't see them properly, but at least see you might be moving like we are stupid here. Now you see why I could not relegate, or rather put this my position, give it to somebody to be doing it, because they will find a way, you know, to convince or to deceive any person that will take my position to penetrate the platform. You know, about 29 since January till now, they attack us. Yesterday, now today, now we tackle on the backstage. They're always doing that. That's why you see the rules of this platform. It doesn't matter if you're on air. If you logged out in 1 second, you are coming back in that 1 second, your camera must be turned on again in that 1 second. When I see my people, I know. So I appreciate you all, my people. Now God will bless you now. For those of you that were calling in, this is the best time for you to call in. Let me take your calls quickly so that we'll move on from here. We know plenty for panel today. Maybe some of them might come in later on. Quickly call in, please. Just call in now. I know I don't use call back. That is where some of my people for this platform, they'll call you. When they call them back, and not be every time they call them back. If you hear my voice now, just call back. Call by yourself. Call back. Call back. Can't be calling you back all the time. May not come be like say sometimes now. You go there one corner, the press blow. I'll come they call you, they disturb you. So just keep calling. Yes, thank you very much. My wonderful people right there. I just hope that we have a better Nigeria in our time, but the chances is very, very slim. Very, very slim. The bill have been passed, the deceitful bill. Yeah, we are just living right now that like people that doesn't have any kind of power. We are powerless and we can't do, I don't know how we can do anything about it. So I hope Nigerians wake up. But if you want to know people that will wake up, this is the best time for you to see, say they don't wake up. Yes, since they passed this bill, normally everywhere supposed to don't block, so by the end of the day, they are not. So it's crazy. Anyway, I appreciate every one of you right there. I can see some of you trying to call in. I don't know what is happening. Okay, Sonny, can you hear me? Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. How are you? God bless you.
I'm fine, sir. Talk to us.
My greeting to everyone in the platform.
Yes, sir.
This service, to be honest with you, the only thing I want to say is that why can't other political parties just boycott 2027 election so that they will know that there will be no election in Nigeria? Because
the answer is straight, sir. Yeah? The answer is straight, sir. They can't do it because they are not united. Just come on ADC, not to say everybody they fight one carry the ticket. They are not united. The fight we are fighting now, 98% of the people fighting the same fight are fighting for their stomach interest, fighting for their selfish interest, sir. So they can't do that.
Because that is just the only way to handle this thing. And in my opinion, let them just boycott the election. If they can take some of that courage to say we are boycotting this election as a protest, we know that the NNPC, they can also buy this emotional party to go and take part in the election. But when the main political party, PDP, or they just boycott the election, then I think maybe through there, something can happen in Nigeria that we actually fix the system. Because as it is now, the system is broken. It's like it's beyond repair.
Very
because
sad.
I don't see how elections in 2027. I don't see how that election is going to happen. That APC is not going to clear the whole ballot. I don't see how.
Okay.
I don't see how any other political party will have anything for them, except the one they allocated to them. I was telling somebody today, I said, why are they wasting Nigerian money to contest election? Why can't they just pick the people they want to pick and put the power and leave Nigerian people alone? Why are they disturbing the Nigerian people? Why are they calling for election? Why? What is the purpose of election when people's vote will not count? That is just what they should just boycott the election. Let him say, I'm not taking part in this election.
No, if Peter Obi boycott the election, sir, if Peter Obi do that, now these people, they will be the happiest people, because their mission is to make sure that Peter Obi is cut out in totality. So, yeah, the rest will not comply.
But even if he participated, even if he contested, nothing is going to happen, nothing is going to change. Because they have already, the result is written already. We cannot see that, but it's obvious. Look at Tinubu signing the whatever thing into law. You look at the way he's smiling, look at the way other people are laughing around him. I think we have done our job. Exactly. So we now have it.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
God bless you, Evan. God bless you, my brother.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Sonny. Okay. I would like to take another call quickly. Mother Deborah, I don't know whenever you're going to be there. Okay, let me call you back now. Let me call you back. Since you don't call more than 78 times, let me call. Somebody does send me money. I don't receive the alert, but let me check it. 1 minute. Mother Deborah, you're not there. You don't pick the call and you'll be calling in. I don't understand. You know, let's just move on. I think we should just move on. Let me call on the first person on the panel, which is Black Panther. Black Panther, my brother, I appreciate you. Before you go ahead, Black Panther, please just hold on. Let me acknowledge this person here. You know, yay! I got 50,000 naira from. Oh, how I got that? I want to. Okay, Scholastica. That your first name, eh? Might see if I pronounce it. Oyehara. Scholastica. Now God will bless you. I receive your money with joy, with smile on my face. 50,000 naira. I beg my people, make una help me to come for comment session. Thank you. Now God will bless you. Thank you. Those of you that are supporting us, I want to applaud every one of you. Anywhere you did, this is not for one. Thank you. God bless you all. We are very, very grateful. Scholastica, guys, let's see 10 people to help me thank Scholastica there. You know, just 10 people help me to thank him on the comment section. You know, I know my admin would certainly do that, but I want you to be part of it. Do it. Or just say thank you. If you can't spell Scholastica, just say, you know, God bless you. You know, just put it there. You know, anyhow you want to put it, but let's know you're talking to the person. Okay. God bless you all, my people. Thank you, Oga. I'm very, very grateful, sir. Thanks for all that you do all the time. God bless you. God bless you all. Let's start talking. My brother, Black Panther, thank you for your consistency. Thanks for always being here. God bless you, my brother. Talk to us.
Niger Watch, thank you very much. Don't thank me for my consistency. The reason why I say it is that we have no other country. I have no other country. My place of birth is this is Nigeria. Sometimes I find it difficult to call Nigeria because I have dug in deep. I've gone to our history and I've opened everything and I've, you know, vehemently say here, proudly say here that Nigeria is not a country. Can you hear me? Can anybody hear me?
Yes. We hear you. You are very clear.
Okay, thank you. And I want to say here that don't thank me for coming here because it is my duty. I take it as a duty to come and participate, do with all my heart, my strength, and what God has given me to make sure and be part of history of where I was born, to make sure that our country, our beloved land, be set free because it is the motherland. That is where all black race emanate from. It is my duty to do it. And I don't need thanks for it. Rather, what I need is everyone, my wish is everyone to come together as a formidable force. But if you know what I spoke yesterday concerning our coming together, go back when we were discussing. I, Dr. CM, and give us our mandate and some other brothers that came in. You will know where we were coming from. So I want to thank Mommy in Diaspora. It is hardly before you go to all the network, it is hardly before you see a mother. A mother so dedicated. Go check the world round, especially Africa. It is hardly to see a mother so dedicated to see his children through, in their academics, but to see them walk in the path of justice and truth, so that the country, the place of birth, can be emancipated, can be free from turbulence, free from wickedness. Mommy, I thank you. I doff my cap, I open my cap for you, and I say, may God bless you. And the blessing, you cannot miss the blessing that cometh out of our mouth. It is a done deal. God will bless you with everything that you have prayed concerning, everything you have asked from God. He will make it pour unto you like the water coming from the sky. That is how your blessing shall be. Because it is not easy to see a mother consistently in a world place like Nigeria was, sitting down, following us consistently, and we are also learning from you consistently. May God bless you, mommy. You are one. You people like you are not much. It's just like Moses. People like Moses are not plenty. So God, I just want to say, I love you, mommy. Thank you for what you are doing. We are following your footsteps, so that we can hand it over to our children, to be consistent the way you taught us to be consistent. God will bless you. I want to thank the viewers and everyone too, especially the viewers, because we are teaching ourselves. It is our duty to do what we are doing. And like I said, the best of Nigeria is out there. And I want to thank you all. Thank everyone, the ones listening to us from Nigeria. We are with you. Because it's our duty. We are with you. When you look back, we are there for you. In spirit, we are there. We know the role we play. We are there. We are speaking to the international body. We are sending letters. We are sending everything to the right channel. We are doing our duty. It might not look so bogus, loud, like the way we are talking here, but we are doing our duty, what we need to do that you don't see. Many of us are doing it. That is why you are seeing things moving. That is why you see food boots on the ground. It is not because they extract you from the internet. It is because we put our voices and we send letters to the right appropriate quarters to make it more, to make the backup more stronger. That is our duty, because it's the motherland. And I want to thank the men of God that have stand their ground, not those ones, you know who I'm talking about. Men of God that have stand their ground. I want to thank them. You will fly on the eagle's wing like never before. May God bless you with abundance. And I want to say right here, sometimes I go against Rufai of the Arise TV, not to condemn him, but to chastise him, to tell him that that path you took was somehow, I don't agree with it. But he's still my brother. That on a good day, he stand his ground. At the set time, he put out the right word for the right thing. I want to thank him. Rufai, I want to thank you specially. You might not love like our word sometimes when we see you. It is for you to be upright. The same thing we do to you, the same thing happens to us. We are not perfect. But when we see good thing that comes out from the motherland, we say, Lord, we thank you for making him stand upright. It is not by his might, but by the God that created him. Rufai, I want to say thank you. Thank you and thank you. You see, one thing there is that, when I was listening to Rufai, goose pimples came out of me. From the day and for when this whole thing started about this electoral law, goose pimples came out of me. I saw somebody speak. I saw one man, only one man in the wilderness speaking for us in the media. Speaking the way we speak here. Only one man. Only one soldier is hitting millions around the world. Rufai, I don't think they are not seeing you. They are seeing you because of your consistencies. Your words have energized things to happen. The international worlds are listening to you. They are focusing on you because they find a good thing inside of you. They find truth in you. Be consistent. Throw away fear. Be consistent. Please be consistent. I thank you. May God bless you. You see, the press we have, they've lost their ego. Majority of them, they've lost everything. Now, somebody was saying in Arise News, said, oh, this law they've passed now. Since they've passed it, let's move ahead. Let's move ahead. She didn't talk about the illegality surrounding the law they passed. She didn't make mention of the result of the draconian laws they passed. She didn't see the result of it. Tomorrow again, if we go for another election, the result of this demonic law they passed, if we allow it to come out, we now see it, we start complaining. It's the next thing we do, go to court. Then the next thing she will say, oh, the due thing to do is to go to court. We don't want Nigeria to do this. We don't want Nigeria to go like Iran. We don't want Nigeria. Look at him. He is comfortable. She is comfortable. Looking at evil, dealing with her. He's not only dealing with her, he's dealing with her generation. If she does not stand up, the evil will consume everyone. That is it. Every one of us is feeling the pain because it's our motherland. You cannot hide from your shadow. You cannot hide from your shadow. That is what it is. You cannot run away. The stigma is on you. It smells through your bone marrow like that smells in you. Wherever you go, if you speak, they'll say you are a Nigerian. So you cannot hide from your shadow. Your shadow will be with you. That is how it is. If you are not firm in truth concerning your shadow, when your shadow leaves you, what happened? You are in 6 feet. A man that is dead cannot do anything, cannot cry. He's gone forever. His chapter is closed. So now that we are alive, let's speak truth. So that Mother Nature will rise up because he knows that we have been speaking the truth. You see the laws they brought in now. Let me tell you the effect of this law. This law that they brought forward. If we don't make a step forward, this law that they brought up is going to bring tears to every one of us in our eyes. It's going to bring pain to every one of us. It's going to bring tears and pain. Like I said the other time, Nigeria allowed me, he said, listen to what I am saying. I said one thing. The way we did in forging ahead with Obi when the first coming, the way we performed to get what we were allocated for, we won that election. Can we take a step further? Can we multiply it, make it 3 times what we did? Can we add up? Can we add it up by throwing away our suit and wearing just a small pant? They call it nika in the nika, a small one with singlets. Can we wear that kind of thing? I'm talking in parable now. Can we wear, before we wear pants, long trouser and t-shirt? Can we wear shorts and singlets in this next one? Because we know there's nothing to lose. If they tear the singlet, I'm not losing anything. If they tear my thing, they will meet the pants. I'm not scared. I'm not ashamed because I am fighting for my motherland. Can we do that? If we do it, we might be able to shake the foundation. We might be able to change the trajectory. Remember my word, might, if we do that. But what is there? Like I said, we are not united. It is not our fault. But it is because we neglected the foundational position of the country. We neglected the word of our forefathers. that founded this country, we neglected it. We believe in them. We hold on to them. We did not know when the battle of leadership fell into our hands. We did not recognize. Rather, we just flow and said, yes, sir, our leaders, I will do it for us. That was our problem. That is why they took advantage of us and now divided us along tribal line. It is not our fault that we are from various tribes. It is the mother nature that brought us. But we refuse to harness that what mother nature. It is for good, it's not for evil. But we refuse to harness it. And our religion, Nigeria say, oh, the Christian body, they are not practicing the way of Christ. Rather, they are practicing their own, mimicking the scripture. Because you will mimic the scripture. They will always mimic it because they are all in love. They are falling in bed with money and corruption. What you see in Nigeria today is a replica of what you get inside the church. Am I lying? If you want me to bring an example, I will annoy a lot of people because they believe in their church, their name church, quote and unquote. They don't look at God, that is the owner, the head of the church. Rather, they look at their man of God as the head of the church. Yes, your man of God registered the name of the church with his name and his children, his wife, as the co-owner of the church. But the word church is the body of Christ. Who is the head? Is Jesus Christ. And as the Bible it is the doctrine that accumulated the way in which we that are followers of Christ should walk that path. But if you look at it, most of you cannot question their pastors. What they did, they have indoctrinated into in the atmosphere of what? In short, autocracy. Because in autocracy, you cannot question your boss. That is what they are practicing in church. And remember, the Bible says there is liberty in the word of God. That portion of the Bible, it covers everything. But your pastors took away that liberty and said they will negotiate on behalf of you with God. That is what they did. And that is what they are still doing. That is why you are holding on to their leg. Pastor, pray for me. Meanwhile, you can pray for yourself because you and Christ, the death of Christ, make you co-equal with him on the throne of grace. But we refuse it. Rather, we are following our pastors. And our pastors are doing the wrong thing. When we talk about them, you say, don't touch my anointed, I do my prophet. Thank you. Thank to that our uncle that spoke that portion of the Bible that they use against you because Nigerians don't read. When I said it, people were saying, were accusing me. That's not true. That's not true. Let me give you an example. On the internet, Facebook, somebody put a caption. The Americans are leaving America. American embassy is closed. America has closed their embassy. They are leaving Nigeria. The person put the caption that way. And I went into it, I laughed, and I went into it. And I started seeing Nigeria. They're talking. Yes, they are leaving because they should leave. They are already leaving. They are not coming back again because they created this mess. They started saying all sorts of things. And meanwhile, the person that wrote that topic, he gave a link for them to read. But they refused reading. They were all saying a lot of things. And when I went in there, I was laughing and I went in there. Because I know it's a lie. And I went in there and I walked through everything. The embassy, for my brother and sister, you know what happened? The embassy was closed because we are celebrating the presidential day in America. That was why they closed the embassy. And what happened? Nigerians did not even read. They were talking balu all over the internet. So that is why I said all over the internet, if you go to student page, you see caption. The Nigerians, just look at what Nigerians are saying. They don't read it. It is true, they don't read. That is why we're having this ignorance. And ignorance is not an excuse. The internet children, they don't read anymore. They follow caption and they say all sorts of things. Nigeria is not a country. For us to rescue this country, we have to come together. If we cannot come together, we are already coming together in the diaspora, and we are going to put forward a message, and we are going to encourage it. Nigeria should be splitted into 3 nations. Whether you like it or not, we are already walking the path of being divided, and they are divided us in such a way that we cannot come together, because we always argue when your brother is a president. We are not looking at your brother. We are looking at a man destroying the entire facet of the nation. But none of you, many of you will not see it that way. My brothers and sisters, the path which we are going to, these men that are doing evil, they don't know what they are doing because they are committed in doing this. It's because of their selfish intention. But when they will see what they have done, the destruction they have done, they cannot remedy it again, because the red line. Let me tell you what the American government is looking at. They are waiting for us to, because we are on the path of the red line. They are waiting for us to cross the red line. They know and they believe that we are going to cross the red line. And when we cross the red line, the appropriate measure will be done, because the policies of America has been changed. It is very difficult to reverse it. They have changed it, and it's very difficult to reverse it. They have said categorically clear, we go after the prosecutors of Christians all over the world. Nigeria will be an example. Nigeria will be an example. Boots are on the ground. And remember what the president said. He said, things will go ablaze. Record that word. If we go ablaze, I will say the other thing. If we go ablaze, boots are on the ground. He sticks to his word. Go and check him out. He sticks to his word. So they are waiting for you to pass the red line, because they know we are on the path to pass the red line. Nigeria Watch, God will bless you. Thank you very much. And I want to say thank you to Peter for Nigeria. May God bless you. May God bless you. And I will show you love when I have the privilege to get in line with you. I will express my love for you, because you have given, you have strengthened, and you have made strong many that were lying fallow. You have carried a cross just by yourself. God was with you, and I thank you for putting strength in everything you do, despite the way they did the unlawful laws they produced there. You still give strength to the people. And I want to say, anytime I get to you, through any need, I am going to express my love to you. May God bless you. I cannot say much, but I will say, may God bless you. Keep the flame flying, because I believe in you. Thank you. Nigeria, may God bless you, sir.
Okay, Black Panther, thank you very much, my brother. I appreciate you. Thanks for that deep submission. God bless you. Okay, Madam Patricia, please talk to us, man. Good evening to you. It's good to have you on the show, as usual.
Good evening. Please then give us a mandate speak.
Give us a mandate. Is he available? You don't give us a mandate, can never ever be trusted when you call him. Give us a mandate. Are you there? You see, on this area, don't trust him. You can never ever be trusted. Hey, okay, they eat. Okay, eat first. No wahala. Give us a mandate. For those of you that want to call him, Madam Patricia, Madam Deborah, you were calling in earlier on. This is an opportunity for you to call in and pass your submission. I can see that Black Panther, you were tackling the religion, or rather religious leaders and religionism. To me, I don't think we should emphasize more on that. Let's talk about the political situation.
Thank you very much. I hear what you talk. Thank you. I hear
and you can never ever be trusted, my brother. It's just the truth. When it comes
trusted on what? On what?
Trusted on calling you to say you are there. You can never be trusted. Right?
Because well, no worry. I'll carry my mouth. Come sleep for your house tomorrow.
Can you give submission now?
If you allow me now.
Oh yeah, talk to us now without your vibrating. voice.
When you say
Thank you.
we cannot be trusted, Nigeria should appreciate Nigerians like me.
Exactly, that one not true.
So
No, before all those satanic people go change am, he can trust us. So we call her, not the queen answer I talk. Oh, when I not go take her and go another area.
Now I make her ask you which trust you dey talk. You don't know say you get sense. Now I make her
Don't mind
ask
all
you.
those satanic people. They not go change am for us. So,
I am not Tinubu boy. I am here with Mr. Elvis. Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis. God bless you. Honestly, when Black Panther said the day he meets you, well, I just hope that one day we all can just confide, we can just gather ourselves somewhere. Dr. CM, Mr. Elvis, Black Panther, we are going to use Shibi, use spoon knocking head. When I'm ready to bring the blast, use spoon knocking head where, so that I go hear word. Where use spoon knocking head where, because now picking any the hear word. Then we consider mommy diaspora day with us. We all just enjoy ourselves. Because this is now a family. Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis, for what that you do. Honestly, we appreciate you. Greetings to the panelists, greetings to Nigerians all over the world. Thank you very much. Well, hopefully you guys can hear me, but I honestly believe that there is hope. And Dr. CM, thank you very much for what you said yesterday. We live on hope. Life is built on hope. Humanity exists also on hope. When we lost hope, we lost everything. When we lost hope, we lost vision, we lost dream, and we lost our agenda. Keep the hope alive. Let me just say to what Black Panther said earlier. Keep hope alive. Keep the fight going. Don't stop, Nigerians. Nigerian youth is a call to you. This fight is a fight for your destiny. This fight is a fight for the soul of your future. If you allow these guys to go away with this bill, they have mortgaged your life and your destiny. Nigerians, there is still hope. Now there's a name list of the 15 senators that voted against this act. Now the remaining senators that voted for the act, can you go and look for your own senator if it's among those that voted for the act and ask him question like Black Panther said some times ago? We need to visit them in their houses. It is Ramadan. There's also Lent. They all will leave Abuja. They want to come home and celebrate. Visit them. Ask them question. Why did you vote against electronic transmission of real-time results on the polling units? Ask them questions. It's just because of this platform there are some things we will not say. But visit them. Ask them question. Like the 3 senators that come from your state, they all voted. Or your people, Enyaro, can you ask these guys question? Ask them what they see in the pot that make them vote in favor or to vote against the electronic transmission of election results on a real-time basis. Ask them question. Now the ball is in your court. These guys, although they don't live in your community because they all jet out to Abuja, but they will come home. They have families, but they have family in your community. Ask them questions. Go and ask them questions. And as a matter of fact, you can challenge them, and this bill can be can be amended. Nigerians, there is still hope, and the hope is there if we all can do the needful. Black Panther say wear short knicker and singlet. For men, just wear short knicker. You don't even need singlet. You don't need singlet. You only need short knicker. And I thank Saddam. He still said yesterday, you rig election, you buy. Let that slogan continue. Because you don't save a country with ordinary eye. You don't use gentleman take collect seed from palm kernel, you have to fight for, you have to crack it, you have to fight for it, you have to demand for it. So Nigerians, there is still hope if we all will do the needful, and the needful can be done. We can still achieve it. We can still do it. Let's not give up hope. You can still challenge. See, whatever Tinubu think he has signed, you can still challenge it. And that's where I will still hang this whole thing on the fact that we can demand for a sane country. We can demand for a better life. And so Nigerians, let's not give up. Let's keep hope alive. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep moving. The struggle continues. Wear your short knicker. No wear singlet. Let us all go with them into the mud and take back this country. Mr. Elvis, thank you for all that you do. Thank you so much. God bless you. We are with you always, as much as God give us the time. Thank you. I eat the mic.
Okay, give us a mandate. Thank you very much, my brother. Thanks for acknowledging our good work here. You are part of it. Me and you, they drag ourselves. The Constitution 2022. We are speaking same thing to see how Nigeria can be better in our time. That's what we're doing here. I appreciate every one of you right there, my people. Just continue to press on the like, help us to share. It looks like today will be a beautiful day for me. Ending the
No,
show
not
on
yet.
time.
Not yet. Hold on.
No, let's see if Madam Patricia is ready yet before you take over. Madam Patricia, I believe you never eat your and then finish.
I'm ready.
Mama. Okay, Mama said already. Okay. I better talk to us, ma. Good evening to you.
I don't know whether it's on my side though. Good evening. It's like it's breaking. But can you hear me?
On my side, it could be. You are very good on my side. Thank you, ma.
Okay. That's good. Okay. Good evening, Mommy Diaspora, and good evening, good morning, Nigerians, wherever you're watching us from. Good afternoon. Yeah, according to your time zone. Please like and share. Hit on the dollar sign as well. To those that have already given, God bless you. Thank you for showing love to Mr. Elvis. Your pocket never run dry. Black Panther and Mr. Give us a mandate. Good evening to you people. Yeah, it's not surprised. I'm not surprised, Mr. Elvis, that Tinubu has rushfully, hastily, and signed the electoral bill. I'm not surprised at all. If he had not signed it, then I would have been more surprised. You can actually deduce Tinubu when it comes to criminality. You don't need to guess. You will definitely go that way. And him coming out to say the election will be fair and this and that they don't want anybody to be disenfranchised. I mean, it's not walking the talk. That's the problem. I don't have problem you talking, but walk the talk. In everything that I've seen him does, they don't walk the talk. They only just talk and do the opposite. And it's a shame that this is where we found ourselves. But again, I regret deeply or greatly that 2023 will let this thing pass by us. Honestly. Because I don't think there is any hope for 2027. I don't think so. Anybody that wants to hope, you can be hoping, it's fine. Hope is good. Hope is for the future. 2027 is the future. But you see, the future you want to live in is built today. Yes, the future, the tomorrow you are looking forward for is built today. So we don't wait for tomorrow to come before we start doing something. In that regard, I will still say that not all hope is lost. Not all chances are lost. Nigerians can still put themselves together if they want to shake themselves from the dust of pain and penury and affliction and insecurity. lack of capability, you know, to be anything, lack of having a capability for reduced purchase capability. If they want, they can. But if they don't want, they want to shake themselves from the dust and change the whole thing, they can. Because the office of the citizen is greater than those that govern the citizens. And this is what Nigerians must realize. And as long as they refuse to realize that, then there is no, I can't see anywhere this man, Tinubu, will not continue for 2027. And I think even Nigeria is in for a long ride, honestly. Because if this is allowed to fly, if this is allowed to go, 2031, Tinubu will still be vying for presidential office. So, if Nigerians are tired of the suffering, the pain, the insecurity, and all the other things that they are faced with on a daily basis, unheard things that is happening in that country, they have to come out and do the needful. They can, yes, write to their constituency, to the Senate, to their Senate, the people that they have sent, both House of Assembly and the senators, you know, let them know that we are not taking this for, we are not taking that as a yes. We said no, and no must stand. So the ball is now in the Nigerians People's Court. And also, like the things Rufai was pointing out, I don't know if other people talked about it, about the way he hastily signed it without having to get the Attorney General to go through it with him so that he understand what he's signing. I mean, then I think the lawsuit, people should be suing. Nigerians can come together and do a class suit and sue him, because it's not okay to have a deaf leader. Because what Tinubu is doing now is like he's deaf to the cry of Nigerians. It's not like, yeah, he is deaf to the cry of Nigerians. Because if he was not deaf, how come? I mean, would he say that he's not seeing? He didn't hear them when he was driving past the way they say a big pammy. Was he not hearing them? He heard them now. So he pretended to be deaf. It's not hearing, it's not seeing. And if that's the case, then Nigerians, they are the ones now to let those on the lower house and upper house, let them know, the lawmakers and the senators, that, oh, it's game over. We are the one to dictate the pace here. We sent you, you didn't send us. We are the ones that sent you. We are the majority. As they say, the majority have its way and the minority have its say. They are the minority. The Nigerians, the citizens, the populists are the majority. And that's what they must listen to, whether they like it or not. So that is my own contribution. Nigerians must not give up. They must press on. Hold your senator and your House of Assembly members in each state accountable. They have to go back. Anyhow they have to do it, they have to go back. They have to go and change that thing, that law. They have to repeal it. Because that is not from the people. That's not what the people want. That we have said you should speak for us, it doesn't mean that you should override our voices. That's not the meaning. We didn't ask you to override our voices. So if you add the citizens together, plus the ones that are saying no, the 15 you said, we are still more. So you should go with that. You cannot say 55 or how many of you people now surpass the rest of all of us that are saying no to this evil bill. So that is what it is. So Nigerians must not give up. Nigerians must make up their mind that this this law must not stand. It must not stand. Because if it stands, which means, oh, what is coming? What is coming? The evil that is coming is going to be worse than the one that you have already seen. I will leave it there, Mr. Elvis. Thank you for the opportunity.
Okay, Madam Patricia, thank you very much, ma, for that submission. God bless you. Okay, Black Panther, you have the floor now. Talk to us. Let's round up. Thank you, sir.
Thank you once again. I want to say now to the entire world, now I am convinced of the word that Mr. Jonathan spoke yesterday. The word goes like this. He said, I will paraphrase so that you understand.
I'm not hearing. No, is it from me? Anyone here?
Patricia, now your tone, now your fault. Everybody can hear. Everybody can hear. Thank you, man.
That bill was advised by the judiciary because a bill that didn't pass through the process, didn't pass through the latter, the process, was hurriedly attested to by the president. Let me tell you guys, let me tell you the way. That bill was supposed to be debated on in both houses. And after debate, there's a dispute. You will now bring it to harmonize within both houses. And the harmonization, there is a committee that harmonizes such a bill. And after the harmonization, the bill is now taken to the house where all they will be seated. And they will now do what? Do justice to it and look at where it is being harmonized and now do what? And now pass it by simple majority according to Nigerian constitution given to us by Abdul Salami. But they didn't do that. But they are telling you that they harmonized it. How? When? When did they sit within 48 hours? Show us the picture where the committee sat to harmonize it before bringing it to the floor of the House. Which the Speaker and the Senate President will be seated. Then they will not pass it into law and not give it to the President to sign it. This process will never. That's to show you they planned it, they were confident, and they now already did what? Sign it. Rufai said, the lawyer to the presidency, to the federation, did he went through this law that was passed? That's the question. The second question, did the president went through this and he hurriedly attested to it, sign into law? Another question is this, did he see it? Did he study it? Did he do it before he went to the floor? Did they agree? What did they agree on? Is it not what they agree on they passed? Did they not know that there's going to be hula baloo in the House? They knew. That was why the Speaker of the House did what? He just read it at item 45, item 46, he knocked the gavel. Item 46, he knocked the gavel. Item 44, he knocked the gavel. They were saying, no, stop. We need a copy of this bill that you have harmonized. They refused. He hit the gavel, and that was it. Why did the Deputy Speaker of the House hit the gavel without not printing this bill to members of the House? Why did the Speaker of the House say, why did he oppose the members of the House? Because they opposed him saying that this bill is passed. They opposed him, but he said, no, this bill is This bill must move further, and then I said the nay, or what they call it, the nay have it. Instead of the yay. Those are the red flags. That is why I'm convinced, without reasonable doubt, that yes, indeed, what Mr. Jonathan postulated and gave us was actually the truth. And I want to say here, the result of this bill is going to be chaos. But one question I will ask that I've asked, I gave to us all: are we ready to pull our pants and wear knicker and singlet and do ×3 of what we did when Obi won the first result, and stand erect, go through the police who are guiding illegality, go through them and make sure that the due thing, the right thing is done, and the right person that won the election is given the result? Are we ready? The answer is on our doorstep. The answer is in the minds of every Nigerian. If you are ready to get your country back, it's not saying God will do or God will do. You have cheated God. No, 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 no. This is our right. We are the God of the land. We have to do due process. We have to make sure that we don't give our duty to our Heavenly Father, who has ordained us and said, on this earth you possess. I have given you the power on earth to possess the earth. Are we ready to exercise our power to possess our possession? It is left for all Nigerians. If we are not ready, then the doom days is ahead. If we are not ready, then you allow these ignorant people to pass the red line. And when they pass the red line, the international body will do the right thing. Those right thing they did to Yugoslavia, the right thing they did to Soviet Union, it will be done upon this nation, Nigeria, because we are not ready. We are all divided in the tribal line. And if you look at it from history, more than 240 tribes, nations made this country. And we must agree how we want to live together. And if they don't want us to do that, then let them pass the red line. And when they pass the red line, the due process to make us who we are, who we dream to be, we will be by God's grace, because God is with us. And there's nothing bad if every nation will take its nation and take its destiny and galvanize its own destiny by its own hand. That is what is going to happen. Because I know the Nigerian politicians will pass the red line. That is what Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe said. He said it. He said if the Nigerian politicians behave like the Congolese, then the uprising will come up. But this 21st century is a different ball game, because geopolitics will take charge and the sovereignty of this country will be breached. And when it is being breached, it is for the benefit of the nations that are aggrieved among themselves to have freedom and peace, so that the killings will stop. Nigerians, I want all of us to see this as our duty, to do the right thing, to speak the truth, so that we'll be set free. So that when the red line is passed, we know what is going to come after the red line is passed. The politicians you see today, when they pass the red line, we will see them no more. May God bless every nation that came together to form Nigeria. May God bless every one of us. We will be free. Freedom is near to us, but we must do everything. We must fight the fight of faith for that freedom to come. Thank you all. May God bless you.
All right, Black Panther, you've echoed your voice this evening, and God will bless you, my brother. I would like us to just end the show now, because I don't want to stretch this so much today. But let me quickly appreciate big sister Suberry. Thank you very much, man. God bless you for a super chat. And you said that the electoral process has been rigged against the people. I weep for the contraption called Nigeria. Okay. It shows that Suberi don't have any single hope. So do I. I don't get hope. Mukuna not vest. I don't have, because if Nigerians are ready, maybe that might give me hope. Like some of you normally say that they are ready. Maybe they, like especially Oga CM, that you think that they are ready this time. Oga CM, I go drag you because you the always they talk and say they are ready, they are ready. Maybe they will do different thing this time, but we are looking. We are looking. But before more people will join this broadcast today, I'd like us to end the show early today. Tomorrow is another day again. I appreciate every one of you for your time with us today. We still have over 300 people listening to us, and God will bless you. I beg make us allow us to end the show on time to that, please. Come be doing 5 hours every day. Today we are going to end now before all their backers go come in now. You know, Augustine, Mr. Jonathan, all of them don't jump in a while. I'll come for everywhere. Thank you very much, Mr. Black Panther. Give us a bad day, Madam Patricia, for coming in. And God bless you. And for those of you that called in as well, I appreciate you. All those of you that supported this channel today, Lady Gina, Michael Ganemaro, Madam Stella, myself, Madam Peggy Body, Sarah Girl, Didi Anthony. I'm very, very grateful. I'm Mother Suberi. Thank you very much, my lovely mother from Mommy Diaspora. Thank you very much, Mommy. I appreciate you always, and I love you so much. Abu Azi, thank you, my brother. I appreciate you. Thanks for always being there. Madam Lady Gina, thank you very much, man. I appreciate you. Says more, my brother. Thank you. I appreciate you, all my people. Michael Okata, thank you. At peace, thank you. Mother Peggy Modi, Hogan Emaro, Mother Stella Maseredo, Love Manduka, Divine Cross, and many others. My people, allow me to run now before they go enter my backstage. I go bless you now. Have a good night and bye for now.
That's right. Those against it say nay. The ayes have it. Mr. Speaker, sir. The bill is recommended to the committee of the whole.
Clause 11 to 20. No. Clause 21 to 30.
Carry. Point of order. Point of order.
Point of order.
Point of order. Point of order.
Clause 30 to 40.
Mr. Chairman, you are not reading. We want to know. Point of order. Point of order, Mr. Chairman. You are not reading. Point of order. Point of order.
Yes.
Point of order. Point of order. Yes. No.
Bet it with me, quote me. If they pass that law without proviso, the rigging, Awamaridi rigging will happen 2027. Go and write it down. Because when they want to manipulate the system, they look for provisos. So we should be careful. I think we'll be able to nullify every argument. As regards those that make argument for network and everything, Igini worked in INEC based on the results, the research they did with NCC. 97% of the areas have 2 to 3G network. If I remember this time right, I think in 2003, elections too were supposed to be held, first dated to be held around the period for, I think, Christian holiday and all of that. I think it was shifted forward, if my memory serves me around, for Easter. So this one, there's a strong point because you want people to come out and vote. But I think the biggest story over the weekend as regards election was the point of view by Mike Igini and the letter he released to many media houses, where he nullified all the counter arguments people make as regards transmission. He said, not my words, that 97% of the area of coverage in this country has between 2G to 3G network. And the other areas, the 3%, they have effectively accounted for those areas. Those are the areas they call blind spots. They did this study before the elections. So the argument of the Senate falls flat on logic that 70% broadband, and because of that, you see, the Senate doesn't even understand the arguments. You are talking about broadband. What we are talking about is 700 kilobytes of data transfer. 2G, 3G will do it successfully. So the argument the Senate was trying to put forward was wrong. But I think the greatest argument we should now have should be about, number one, if what is on the IRF portal cannot be made justiciable as evidence, we are joking. No? We should ask for full transmission so that the process will go well. Once you put in provisos, any proviso that they put in that is accepted by generality is as good as not having an election. And mark it down. Mark my words. If they pass that law, with that proviso, the electoral rigging and shenanigan that happen in 2027 will be mind-blowing. Write it down. Bet it with me. Quote me. If they pass that law with that proviso, the rigging, Awamaridi rigging will happen 2027. Go and write it down. Because when they want to manipulate the system, they look for provisos. So we should be careful. I think we'll be able to nullify every argument. As regards those that make argument for network and everything, Igini worked in INEC. Based on the results, the research they did with NCC, 97% of the areas have 2 to 3G network.
So many times that I'm thankful for the opportunity to perhaps explain it so that the idiots who have continued to assume that I have broken my word would be clear. I said if he won the presidency, I'll leave Nigeria on exile. So let me clear that up. For him to have won, the people would have had to have voted for him. We didn't vote for him. He stole the presidency. Yakubu and INEC sold him the presidency. The presidency is not an expression of the people's will. It is an expression of the debauchery of INEC and the height of our judicial corruption. He did not win the presidency. If I had left, I would have been sanitizing and deodorizing a skunk. If nothing else, I rise and fall by my word. And when I said that I would live on exile if this man won, it was so that people will know that I do not believe Nigerians to be depraved enough to be possessed of the idiocy to vote somebody like him into power. And they did not. Anybody who prefers to delude themselves can continue to delude themselves, but Tinubu knows, INEC knows, the judiciary knows, and so do a lot of Nigerians, that Tinubu did not win the presidency. He stole it. So I'm not leaving because he did not win. It's that simple. That I'm still here is in rebuke of him. It actually cost me a lot more to stay here. It's not just the multiple level of danger that I face on a daily basis by remaining in Nigeria. Because if they will be planning my murder 3 years ago when they were not in power, one of his goons in Lagos State was the one sat at the head of the plot to kill me. They are the ones in power now. Ordinarily, I should run now. But I'm here. I am here because he did not win. He knows it, and every man and his dog in Lagos State knows it. He was beaten resoundingly in Lagos on the 25th of February. He couldn't even make 15% in Lagos. Segun Agbaje, the INEC commissioner in Lagos State, cannot produce the form EC8A for Lagos State up till today. I was the person who was charged by the OB legal team to collect the election material from INEC. He could not, up until today, INEC in Lagos State cannot give us the form EC8A, which is the polling unit level result. Because they know he lost. He lost woefully. He was thoroughly rejected across the length and breadth of the state that he has held hostage. For 24 years, as at that time, he lost. So how much more the other parts of Nigeria? Let them continue fooling themselves. He has snatched it, grabbed it, but he can't run with it. And that's why we are all in the mess that we are in today. So yeah, if he had won, if Nigerians had been foolish enough to have voted for him, I would have left. It wouldn't be because of him. It would be out of protest that I could be stuck with such evil people who would have found the grace to vote for somebody like him. But as I have said, they did not vote for him. They rejected him. He has forced himself on us. And we can't do much about that. But I'm not going to legislate.
All of them. The political class has decided that they are the bandits against the people of Nigeria. Between the executive, the president, the presidency, the National Assembly, I think they are decided that they are the bandits. They are the bandits. All of them. The political class has decided that they are the bandits against the people of Nigeria. Because I do not see how it is feasible that the topmost priority of a government that has this level of biting hunger in the land, this level of poverty, where its people are dropping into poverty per minute, would consider the purchase of a befitting aircraft for the president. The construction of a 20 billion naira home for the vice president the purchase of all kinds of funny-looking cars and the fleet of the National Assembly members and the executive. What exactly is that? And I speak with a lot of moral authority. I served this country. They want everything about what I earned. They can find it in their folder. As a minister, they have something called Minister's Impress or something vote. My PAMSEC, Abokizawa, will tell you until tomorrow that I did not touch a dime. So when people say all these things, like, were you not in government? I was in a sane government. I wasn't in a government that watches women screaming, Ebin Kwawa, we're hungry. We haven't eaten. People used to do 0, something or 0, 1. Today, families write and say, our children haven't eaten in the last 3 days because we just cannot afford the prices in the market. When inflation is at 40%, it erodes the poor. It literally, look, central banks exist to manage inflation.
If you were president, wouldn't you get a befitting aircraft, or would you fly a commercial aircraft?
If I were president and I see the people of my country in this state of affairs, and I would go out and buy an aircraft for myself, you got another thing coming, Shehu. When you are a leader, you are first in the line to inconvenience yourself. That's what leadership is about. So who told you that leadership is about luxury? Who told you? You see, this version of political leadership in our country, I think Nigerians need to wisen up. There is nothing about leadership that gives an advantage over the people. The leader is the one who takes the cost so that the people can get the benefit. That's what leadership is. This bunch of people in the National Assembly, in the executive, in government houses, in the states, these are not political leaders. Until we get to the place where we're saying to ourselves, the greatest risk and danger to the sustainability and viability of Nigeria is the political class of this country. These are rascals by every definition of the word. And I am not mincing words about it, because if you look at the choices that our political class are consistently making, you can see clearly that they don't care about the country. This country can go to ruin for as long as these people are able to feed the avarice, this appetite, unending appetite for just gnawing away at the public treasury. They are fine. But if citizens are fine with it, so be it. If we're not fine with it, there is a class war that they have launched against the people. And that...
This is the worst government. That's the feeling of the job people. If nobody is telling you, as a friend, I will tell you, the job people feel this is the worst government for them. This is a nightmare for them. And when we were voting, when we were campaigning for you, a lot of the job people called me, President, you don't know Tinubu. You know everything about Tinubu. Tinubu is your friend. No? We hope it's not going to look the other way. And I assured everybody, I say, if Tinubu fails, hold me responsible. And today, the people are asking me, are you still on that if Tinubu fails, hold me responsible? River State is the litmus test. If there is going to be any fire, it will start in River State. I cannot stop them. I, as an individual, I cannot stop them. I cannot even stand on their way.
It has been signed into law by the President, Commander-in-Chief, Federal Republic of Nigeria. I believe in this document. That is why I'm so lawful. That is why I'm so confident. And that is why, however extreme it is, I am saying it on national TV. I'm not taking any risks. Swearing in a ticket that has not met the constitutional requirements of the Constitution is ending democracy. And I'm repeating it. Whoever does not meet the constitutional requirement must never be sworn in. If you like, I can say it again. I'm Betty Baba Ahmed. I'm not taking risks with my safety and with my life. But I'm repeating, swear in anybody who does not meet the constitutional requirements of our country. You are engaging in an unconstitutional act. Mr. President, do not hold that inauguration. CJ and your lordship, do not partake in unconstitutionality. I am taking these risks for the sake of my country. Yes, it is extreme and I'm saying it. It was more extreme for Yakubu to issue that certificate. It was reckless. He is putting all our lives in danger. All of us were already at risk. So what is there again in me taking risks again? What have they not done against Nigeria? What have they not abused in Nigeria? Now they'll take the constitution, they are going to swear this man in, and I should be afraid? I will not be. I'm telling you that on the 29th of May 2023, swear in Tinubu as this result is. You have ended democracy, whoever you are.
Listen to this. 2 weeks ago, the president went to the Senate, to the National Assembly, and said, I want to borrow $800 million. Who has calculator there? 800 million times 760. Can somebody do that? 800 million. 800. They put 60 times 760. That is what the Buhari administration told the Senate 2 weeks ago. They want. Oh, Senate said, Mr. Yes, Senate. Mr. Yes, sir. Senate said, oh, approved. To do what with that money? In the twilight of your going, they have just approved over 400 billion. They say payment of judgment debts. Who are the judgment creditors? Have you not seen the judgment creditors in the last 8 years? These are parting gifts for the boys. Nobody is deceived. If everybody is, I am not. Then the same president went to the Senate 3 weeks ago and said, we want to borrow. Yeah, thank you. Do you know how much that is? $800 million is 608 billion naira. 608 billion naira. With that amount, every state of the 36 states in Nigeria can have a first-class hospital fully equipped that will never allow any Nigerian to leave the shores for treatment abroad. Do you hear me? Are you hearing me? The same federal government 3 weeks ago went to the Senate. I said, give us 22.7 trillion naira as ways and means loans, ways and means. 22.7 trillion naira. I thought another government is supposed to come in on the 29th of May. Is today not 26? Abi? Is it not on Monday? So, haven't borrowed money for our generations yet unborn. Haven't sold our yesterday. Haven't mortgaged our today. Why are you against selling our tomorrow? Why are you borrowing? What do you mean by ways and means? 22.7 trillion naira. Wait for it. It's not yet ended. It's not yet ended. On again, few weeks ago, the federal government again got approval from the National Assembly to borrow 819.54 billion naira. They call it domestic loan to fix infrastructure. Domestic loan to fix infrastructure. Which infrastructure? When are you going to fix it? I thought you are going in the next few days.
It is us in APC who are dissatisfied with him, that who put him in power. We are the ones that will remove him from the power. We are in our party, and in this party, we will ensure that Bola Tinubu does not come for a second term, because that will be great torment and torture for Nigerians. How do people work for you to get into power, and you use and dump them, and you start empowering other people who never belong to our party, who never worked with us at the campaign council, who just, I don't understand this Bola Tinubu of a man. He will just, I don't know what his game plan is. But he's wasting his time, because we are the ones that put him in power. We know our calculations, how we put him in power, and we are going to get him out of that power. That's for sure. is wasting his time. But even at that, Ruben, a majority of Nigerians did not vote for him. We did the calculation. All we needed to do was to wait for Atiku and Peter Obi to split their votes. That's how we won. Since 1999, Bola Tinubu has had the lowest margin of votes of all presidents. He had less than 40% of votes. We calculated it. We worked at campaign council. Go and check the records. So there's nothing I don't know about how Bola Tinubu won. Let's see how we win in 2027.
Yeah, but Tinubu got 62%. Yeah? He got 62% of the votes from northern Nigeria. But let's leave statistics.
I don't even like any of them. I don't like Atiku. I don't like Obi. We are a country of over 200 million people. There are other people that will come up.
People are hungry.
Let them die. It's their fault. Yeah, I'm supporting Tinubu 100%.
You're supporting Tinubu?
100% to deal with Nigerians. There is nothing under the sun that I have not seen before this election. Nigerians decided to take Indomie, 200 naira, and voted for rocks across the country. So the BBC, Voice of America, they had requested to interview me, TRT. I said no. All the things I needed to say, I said them before the election.
People are hungry.
Let them die. It's their fault.
Onye ilo gbaba mgba n'ime agbata mgba n'ime ya ọmharuela onye ọkwadoro aka agwa ngịga gwakwana niko emekwene kpasị ọbụ ibe Chineke biri gị ọbụ ya emeriri obi Igbo na-ekwe obi n'obi Igbo n'obi iri anyị ngịga anyị ma ngịjeje Naijiria dị mma ngịjeje Naijiria kwụrụ ọtọ anụ amarugwo n'ọgịjeje ya maka ọ bụrụ na ijerie eje kwube na okwu protest ọ bụrụ na ijerie ọma adịla anyị na mma obi ihe adịla anyị ihe adịla anyị.
We are a poor nation. The bank coal will follow. They say firewood not fall. They say we need to plant more trees. And they are not giving us money. We need to open our eyes, try shining, and tell the West. If you don't guarantee our finances and work with us to stop this, we are not going to comply with your climate change. They'll do it.
God have mercy upon us.
Piano
The pantophobia is experienced by all Progressives Congress and Asiwaju. That's why you see them doing that. Can Nigerian people, for the life of me, honestly ask themselves an answer that we are prepared to have a president that will appear in the United Nations, and when he stands to address, he will say, the fellow citizens of the world, here we are in the United Nations, different from blah, blue, blue, and blah, blah. Or that he will say he brings electricity from America and converted it into yam and beans. Or he will say he will turn 50 million people into agbado. And you see, if you look at the candidates running for the office, for the serious-minded Nigerians, it is quite evident. People in Nigeria, their minds are made up. It's like you're going to obedient people and you are trying to blackmail Peter Obi. And you are singing hip-hop, it will not move them. The Nigerian people have made up their mind. They've looked at these political parties. APC is on the extreme, playing religious politics. Labour on the extreme, playing religious politics, and all kinds of things. PDP is the only party that has national strength with a common objective for a recovered Nigeria. The Chatham House. The Chatham House, like I said the other time, is a building, but the institution running the Chatham House is Royal Institute of International Affairs. So what they usually do is they discuss about policies around the world. And when they raise up policies, they bring policymakers and people who are trying to think of change to come and have the conversation. And each time they invite anybody from anywhere in the world, you will see representation from around the world. So that when you speak, they will say you are addressing the world. You see, in those days when you appear in Chatham House, they will say somebody addressed the world. Now, check the ones that Asiwaju went. Who is the world there? It is APC Nigeria and APC London, then the assistant chair of Chatham House, and those other white people you see are the lobbyists that APC briefed to organize those events. They went and made a caricature of themselves. Then in the evening, they were singing Bugao, Eni, Bigao, and they're jumping. As if what they did in the morning amounted to displaying intelligence leading to what we want to change as a country. When you go to the Chatham House, what do? You speak. After you speak, one or two people will ask questions. Have Nigerians not been asking questions? Those that will vote. Most of those people, they don't come back to vote. The people that will vote in Nigeria have asked questions about electricity. They've asked questions about the economy. They have asked questions about healthcare. They even talked about insecurity in their homes. Farmers has asked, how can we go back to farm? And he has answered that. Let us stop this neo-colonialism, by thinking that entering a British Airways to land in London and speak to some people who their skin pigmentation is white, that is a conclusive proof that we've taught you what. No, speak to the government. I will be moved and appreciate if these guys will go and engage with the government of the United Kingdom. Because after all is said and done, it is the government that will influence the policy and not the Chatham House people.
There is an argument which the learned Sikh, Mr. Keyamo, argued yesterday on the program. He said forfeiture doesn't mean penalty. And it doesn't mean a fine, because I made reference to a portion of the Nigerian Constitution which made reference to the status of anyone who wants to seek the exalted office of the president, and whether or not such persons are being involved in any kind of indictment or convictions in the past, fine or penalty or whatsoever. But he said that forfeiture in that nature wasn't a penalty. Actually, but in law, was that a forfeiture? One.
Yes, forfeiture.
In law, that forfeiture, is it a penalty?
Yes, it is. You are forfeiting what rightfully you would have argued as your own. Why are you forfeiting it? Because investigation proves a link between you and that item, and that the item relates to narcotics. So narcotics and money laundering is a criminal offense. Suggesting to his prosecutory mind, if the prosecutory mind is functional, these are the thoughts. How much was Bola earning? How much he was earning, even if you multiplied it by a number of years, the prosecutor will say, is it enough to have that large sum of money around that time?
So you're raising this matter on the answer that needs to from the APC and the presidential candidate on where the source of that money, isn't it?
For the Nigerian people, the question is not just about the source is important, but for the Nigerian people is there is still a cloud around drug-related offenses and drug-related activity with somebody who wants to be the #1 citizen of the country. And I will tell you why. Because if you look at opium in Nigeria, very recently, you saw the massive busting of cocaine in Nigeria. This idea of drugs and narcotics is a terrible case all over the world. And if someone has that questionable character is elected as a president, what it means is that it will embolden people who are into those activities. That is why the person has to come out clean. That is point number one. Point number two, and very important, apart from the drug, if you look at part 799 and part 680, 680 is a Court of Appeal case, 799 is a Supreme Court case, where the spokesman, apart from the narcotic case, many years ago went to court and also challenged the certificates of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. In part 680, actually volume 12, Nigerian Weekly Law Report, part 680, if you look at page 200 and paragraph 10, these are the words of Festus Keyamo. He said, in a final analysis, however, then he now alluded to all the certificates that he laid out in that affidavit. He said Bola Ahmed Tinubu presented a dubious certificate.
All right, so
he has not refrained from that, even though the judgment of that court dismissed that application because he did not attach affidavit under a summons. But one fact is clear, he has not come out today to say those things that I said in that case, I no longer believe this. When you have finished convicting somebody and you sentence him, do you retry him again? That means that case, as far as that case is concerned, it is conclusively concluded, not in favor of Bola because he had to forfeit that. That's number one. Number two, I heard him yesterday saying it is the party who are just willing to know because they don't want to field him for the second time and they want to be, don't deceive Nigerians. His former boss, what is his name? The human rights activist, Gani was the one that started this case. He applied to the court for mandamus. He even asked to be given the right to prosecute the matter. It was Gani that sparked off this issue, and it was a legal matter. That is why the party was compelled. Even it was around that time that Festus Keyamo also went to court and said, in addition to it, that the man's certificate too is a problem.
We need to wrap up now. On the final note, what is your summation on this matter?
I am afraid that the conclusion of this case is that from the eyes of the law, especially if you look at the constitutional provision you cited, Bola may be disqualified from contesting.
By who?
No, if the matter goes to court, interpreting that provision of the Constitution, because
for the needs of every man under this earth, but he has not provided for their greed. If God has provided for the need of everybody in this world, he has certainly provided for the needs of every Nigerian. Because we have to bring the discussion down to our house. This country, Nigeria, we have enough for all of us too. Therefore, poverty cannot be God's will for us. And therefore, poverty is not natural. And when I hear the word weaponizing poverty, I shudder. It means then that poverty is not only a matter of mismanagement of resources, but that is a deliberate impoverization of the people for a purpose, to be able to control them. If that is what it is, then I will say poverty is not only mismanagement, it's not only criminal, it is even blasphemous.
Thank you very much, Cardinal. Thank you very much.
You are sabotaging God's intention for humanity. And that means it's not a matter for prayer and fasting. I'm a religious man. It's not a matter for prayer and fasting. It's a matter that those who have taken on the job of managing our affairs should wake up and manage the country in such a way that no child goes to bed hungry. There are 2 points I'm trying to wrap my head around in what you have just said. I'm still trying to imagine that a group of people should sit down and decide
to impoverish the people for their political gain. I'm just trying to understand, is that possible? And what do they, is it the devil? I don't know. But normally, according to the church that I belong, politics is supposed to be a sacred engagement that people who are qualified go into, not minding their personal interest, but so as to manage the society in a good way, for the good of the people and to the glory of Almighty God. In other words, you don't go into politics to make money for yourself. You don't go into politics to impoverish people, weaponize poverty. So I still cannot understand that. As for electoral election not working well, I think we all know the reason why now. We all know the reason why. In my own understanding, the reason is because those who control the electoral process, those who are in government, do not really want us to be the ones to choose who our rulers will be. The whole question of we want free and fair election, that the people who aspire to office should sit down quietly in their homes on election day and wait for the results to come to know whether the people want them or not. If that is not what our political culture is, then we are not even thinking of democracy. We are not even thinking of democracy. And Professor Amuta said, when you impoverish people so much, they have now arrived at the situation where they don't even believe, they don't think it is worth their while leaving the comfort of their homes to go and vote. So they stay at home after collecting stomach infrastructure. But is that how to build a great nation in the year 2025? Democracy is not a magic, which is why you have so many types of it, including the illiberal democracy, which is purely the dictatorship, or one-party democracy, which is purely the dictatorship. They all call themselves democracy. For me, I don't worry too much whether you call it democracy or not. What I ask is there good governance? Are people having justice done to them? Can the poor child not die on the back of her mother? That's what it's all about. If whatever you do,
I always don't want to be involved in sexing this present government, because I've always remained consistent that he is doing well. Because what he promised the people is exactly what he's doing. That he will start and continue from where the previous government stopped. And that is doing well. He can go and use every measure. I've said it in this studio before. Somebody who made dollar at 300 and something, 400, is now 1,005. When you talk about the improvements, there are not things you say. There are things people feel. There are things people see. There are things that, it's just like when you talk about, I've listened to people say jobs are being created. Where are the jobs? You know, if you talk about job creation anywhere in the world, you see.
It will not be fair for you to imply, because you are not evaluating Nigeria since 1960. You must limit the issues compared to what it used to be before Tinubu came in. But if you ask me, honestly speaking, I do not think Nigerians bother. Tinubu came in as a surgeon who had to deal with a patient that was ailing critically. And because we shouldn't talk of politics, we don't need to pursue the argument further. Whatever makes the patient find himself in that condition, that is the condition under which this surgeon came in to carry out what obviously is a painful surgery. And the doctor knows from the beginning that there will be consequences in the short run.
But people have to see a clear roadmap that what they are sacrificing for let's take fuel subsidy, which they say there's huge savings. Where is the savings
they don't
being
go there.
channeled?
That one, there was unanimity. In any case, why I said don't go there, Atiku said he will not only withdraw subsidy, he will sell NNPC. Tinubu said he will withdraw subsidy. Therefore, there was consensus among the ruling class that the subsidy will withdraw.
So where are you investing the money? Because you have said, I'm removing this, you have to sacrifice, you have to suffer. Where are you investing it? It has to be clear. It has to be verifiable. It has to be visible. People have to see it.
And
they have to feel it.
You are overflogging it. You just want to make a point, which is unnecessary.
It is not about me. I'm one with the people. When you are in government, you claim anything. But I deal with the reality. The reality is that things are headed south. Go and check all indices of development anywhere. I've told you what is improving. Is our literacy level improving? Is our health condition improving? Is the agricultural produce increasing? Is manufacturing increasing? No. So where is it?
All you want to amplify is the one that is recurring, and you are not going to admit to where progress has been made. I don't belong to that school.
Of any of them. And I am saying that the opposition leaders need to come out and confront Tinubu. It is time.
Let me ask you.
A man will wake up. I am not afraid of any of them. And I am saying that the opposition leaders need to come out and confront Tinubu. It is time.
Let me ask you.
A man will wake up on the day of inauguration, you remove fuel subsidy and throw the country into turmoil. That's number one. Number two, you remove electricity subsidy. Number three, you either shut the border or you close this one. You are making life miserable for Nigerians. But, and opposition leaders are keeping quiet. Bro, I am challenging them. Everybody, come out. Let us go and confront the villa.
You said Peter Obi must be protected at all costs.
Absolutely.
What exactly do you mean by that?
Because we are dealing with political hyenas whose record in Lagos we all know, and we're hoping that nothing happens to not just Peter Obi but to every opposition leader in Nigeria. We are hoping that nothing happens. Me, I don't know what the opposition leaders are doing, because I thought this was going to be about civil society. We have failed as civil society groups. Completely, we have failed. In fact, we have become politicized, we have become compromised as civil society people. There is no country that should be having this multiplication of taxes without corresponding value to the people. Because, see, what is coming in 2027 is not just going to be an election. It's going to be a war. Do you understand what I'm saying?
War of what? It's
going to be a war of everything. Every single thing. If they say people should come out on election day and thumbprint and go home and we will count and announce results as should be done, fine. But if they say we will switch off IRA by 3 a.m., we will do this, then this opposition should give them back at the same level. Nobody should come and cry after the election.
But you see, this...
So let me repeat myself, please. Nobody in opposition should come back and cry after 2027. Every madness must end on the election day. If they say, let us vote peacefully and responsibly, fine. But if they say, we will continue in the madness of 2023, let us end it on that day. Push the responsibility for peace back to the government. We are too scared as a people. That is why a government that is in its first term will be tormenting Nigerians like this. We are too scared. Who are we scared of? What is the worst that they can do? It is not NNPC. It is Nigeria. This country does not belong to Tinubu. Does not belong to APC. If you arrest any opposition leader politically, all of us will go there. Everybody go there. Let the world see the nonsense that is going on in this country. But all this fear, this one is afraid. I don't know what EFCC do. Oga, if they pick anybody wrongly, go and back. If DSS misbehaves, go to DSS.
That you bros onye mbisa anya efu ya anya o jiri aka gbachi nwanne umeku bịa apụ umeku ndamara ya tisike wosuchi Philip wabi onye mma cheye HSK wosuchi traditional prime minister ndolumba monye uchi aruha manse njoko ndamugo ima wochie APC cheto cheye Dr. Gochi na mana wotu waka kemo Benny contractor Benny Ajerobia pia mwanem Aje contractor Mushima no were hanyu Yedi bansa